Good evening, everybody. Good evening. You're welcome to today's end of day review and forecast for the 24th of May 2022, brought to you by Trading Pro Nigeria Limited and hosted by Great White. So Trading Pro, as you all know, is a multi-award international brokerage firm with 7 years experience. They've just won several awards. If you look at some of my postings, you'll see some of their awards. And they offer a lot of interesting services for those who would like to earn but don't have the time. We have the copy trade and the palm accounts. And we also offer physical trainings at our #2 Allen Okwebitoyin roundabout. That is the building that has the Fidelity Bank at the roundabout. And we also offer online classes every Wednesday by 8:30 to 9:30 for advanced students. It's free to all registered members and sometimes non-registered members. We also offer trading communities. Like, this is one of the services of the trading community, whereby we have these reviews every evening by 10 p.m. and every day during the day by 10 a.m. towards the slowing down of the London session. The objective is to be sure that you don't trade alone and that we trade together as one. So for those of you who would want to sign up, you just go to my YouTube channel. Just look for any of my weekend 20 to 24th weekly outlooks. Scroll down to the contents of the video. Look for the Earn and Learn. Once you click on it, it will take you to the landing page where you'll be asked to do your registration. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me at my Telegram handle, and I'll be glad to answer any questions you have. So let's get down. So as always, we're going to start off with the economic calendar. We have high impact news 7 a.m. on the British pound, and the next will be by 3 p.m. on the USD. So that's what we have for tomorrow. We're going to start off as always with the US 100, dollar index, EURUSD, GBPUSD, gold, EURGBP, pound yen, and euro yen. So let's start off with the US 100. We'll start off with the US 100. US 100 on the 1 hour is showing us that we have a short-term high here in place. This was the low that created this high. Price has broken it. So what are we going to do now? We're going to have from this point to this point as possible objectives for price retracement. Although the 4 hour is not yet fully bearish, the 4 hour is not yet fully bearish, but we're already having signs on the 1 hour. Is somebody asking a question? We're already having signs on the 1 hour of a possible retrace rally and a retracement. So apart from this major area, I'll be watching this other block here. Why? Who can tell me why this other block is important? Can anybody tell me why this other block is important? This last up candle. Can anybody tell me why it's important?
That other block was used to send price down to
Yes.
take out
So
this low.
if there's one thing you should always do on your entries is to make sure that you're entering at a place that costs something. You get at a structure point that costs something. It will always pay you out that way. You get, and if you look at this on the lower time frame, somebody will say, how would I have caught this on the lower time frame? Let's go to the 1 minute time frame. If you go to the 1 minute time frame on this pair, or let's even use a 3 minutes, because 1 minute would be too heavy on this pair. If you look at it, do you see when price broke here? Do you see the little retracement and then the move lower? Let's go to the 5 minutes. Do you see it? Price just broke, came up, came back, couldn't close back above here. And what happened to price? Price has stumbled. So on this pair, the lower time frame is pointing to lower prices. So tomorrow, any rally on this pair might be offering opportunity for shorts on the US 100. The next pair we're going to be looking at is the dollar index. The dollar index is now categorically resuming its bullish trend. It has removed this other block here. It has removed this other block, because if you notice, if you remember in the morning class, I said this other block is going to cause price to move down. Do you see it? And when price dropped, where the price dropped into came very close to the 50%. Did he even touch it? Very, very close to that 50%. And do you see what happened immediately? Price moved back up, removing this other block. So tomorrow, what we'll be looking at is from this point to this low, you'll be waiting for price to come in there and continue to the upside, possibly filling in this fair value gap and then targeting probably 105.45. So dollar index, bullish. We'll be looking for buying opportunities upon retracement. The next pair we're looking at is EURUSD. EURUSD is still bearish for now. Let's look at how it's closing off on the daily. Well, long rejection to the upside, bounce off this fair value gap on the daily. So you're going to possibly see a retracement. Let's see how the dollar index closed off on the daily. Let's see how the dollar index closed off on the daily. Let's see how it closed off. It closed off as an engulfing, although it still has 1 hour plus. But be it as it may, as long as it closes above the previous day's high, it's still going to be bullish. So this pair, you can see it didn't close below this fair value gap. So tomorrow, we might see a little bit of an up move into this 4-hour fair value gap here before a continuation to the upside. So the next pair we're going to be a continuation to the downside. I mean, the next pair we're going to be looking at is the pound USD. Looking at the pound USD, we have a swing setting up, but price has not been able to close below 1.2686. If we go down to the 4-hour time frame, we have a failure swing. That means this low didn't make a new high, so price has closed below it. So what we are going to do, you are going to pick this low to this high. So this is what you're going to have tomorrow. Something like this. You wait for price to rally up in here and continue to the downside. The next we're going to be looking at is gold. Gold just collapsed and collapsed. And so on gold short term, we are bearish. On gold short term, we are bearish. So any rally on this pair is going to be an opportunity for a long. Any rally on it is going to be. Hello? Did somebody ask a question?
You said for a long.
You mean a short, not long.
Sorry.
Short.
I told you guys I'm tired. Any rally on it is going to be an opportunity for a short. I'm tired. I just wanted to sleep.
You don't know where it will stop this downfall.
Well, you look at the lows, unmitigated order blocks. This is one target. If this fails to hold, then you're coming here. When you're in a down move, just be watching the fair value gaps. If the fair value gaps fail to hold, the next setup, you know the PDR raise now. You know how the PDR raise, old highs, rejection blocks, and I can't remember how you get how the PDR raise and other block and the rest. You get. So that's how you look at it and you plan it. So for this pair, any rally on it tomorrow, it's going to be an opportunity for a short. It's going to be an opportunity. Yes, the 4-hour, yes. They have the 4-hour fair value gap. You get. So it depends on what it does during Asian session. I wouldn't want it to come down here. I want it to retrace first. Then that will mean that tomorrow will offer a selling opportunity. Because if it comes in here and fills this place, this candle is going to go up. This candle here is what you need to watch. You see this break? It has this expansion. There's been no mitigation. So if we do this on the 4-hour time frame, do you see what I'm looking at? Yes. So I don't want it to do that. I don't want it to do that. What I want it to retrace here, then I know that this is going to be the drop. But if it hits here, then this place is going to be where it's going to come from. So I will update us by 10 a.m. tomorrow. We'll see what happens. But watch this other block. If this other block gets removed, then you can start looking for long opportunities towards this place. You get, because what this is a high and a low. So if this place does like this, you wait for something like this and you move to the upside. So that settles it for gold. The next pair we're going to be looking at is EURGBP. I have a feeling this EURGBP is going to give short-term rally tomorrow. Do you see his breaker is holding? As you can see. So we might see short-term strength on this pair tomorrow. And if that is going to happen, we are going to see weakness on the GBPUSD if the dollar index continues bullish. So that's what we need to bear in mind tomorrow. The next pair is the pound yen. This pair is still bullish. Well, it has hit the 75% of this week. You see, after hitting it, there was a move down. If we go down to the 1 hour time frame, it's trying to show us that there's weakness setting in. Again, price has closed below this low. So what we are going to have for those who trade this pair is something like this. You watch to see if price will reject. If price gives you bearish swing within this area, then you can take a conservative short down to probably 198.27. That's what we are looking at the pound yen tomorrow. The next pair we're going to look at, and the last, is the euro yen. The euro yen has not taken out its low. You get, so that means this has the potential to still power up. This range to this range, price is still holding it. Do you see it? Price is still holding it. So until price does this, then we look for this, then we can see it's a short. But for now, this pair might still barrel to the upside. Any pair or any question? Any pair, any question anybody want me to look at before we call it the night?
US 30.
US 30, US 30. Ah, ew. Those are pairs I don't handle. US 30, US 30. Do I have it here? Do I have it here? Nope, I don't have it here. Let me add it. Because the thing with those pairs is that those indices, is it US 30? Coming. Yeah. Perhaps stop. Excuse me. I don't know why my this thing is picking up. Okay, see it. Down just US. Black Bull, US 30, Wall Street 30, Pepper Index. US 30. There's a broker I'm looking for. I'm looking to see about zigzags here. Okay, there's no sack, so let me take Black Bull. I hope this is not the delayed one. Hope this is not the delayed one. Ah, this pair dropped too. This pair dropped. Ah, he has started dropping. You. It didn't close above this high convincingly. Ah, this is bearish. This is bearish. It's coming in here. This is where it's coming to. This is where it's coming to. But tomorrow, because of where he is on the daily time frame, wow. So that means US 30 is weaker than the NASDAQ. Because of where he is on the daily, this is a daily fair value gap. The possibility is that you might see a bounce. You get, and you can see there's a fair value gap here and this other block here. So you might see a bounce. So after that bounce, probably it may come up here, but this is what you have here already. So this is what you'll be working with. And if you notice the 50% lines here, because of this a volatile pair, it has a tendency to exceed, may come up to this level before moving back down. So I hope I've been able to answer your outlook.
Yes, you have. Thank
So in the absence of any other question, I wish everybody a beautiful night's sleep and a lovely trading day ahead. I look forward to seeing all of you again by 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. So good night, everybody.
Good night, sir.